I'm not perfect. But I do try my very, very, very best. And truthfully, that's all any of us can do. Unfortunately, most of us don't try to do our best because we look at our neighbor and see they're not. So what do? We follow them. We don't lead. We follow. I lead. If you're watching this, you're a leader. If you've got flaws, I got flaws. I work on them. I had to go through remembering my whole entire awful past. I had to understand it. I had to comprehend it. I had to resolve it. I had to forgive it. And I had to love myself at the end of it. I know what my strong suits are, and I know what my weak spots are. I know. I know. I'm not concerned with anybody asking me questions. I'll answer them as truthfully and as honestly as I know how. And the same answer will always come out. Because it'll be the truth. 911. Don't have to think about it. I was smiling so big. It's like all teeth and eyeballs. I know, whatever. I'm an alien. Stars. But yeah, I mean, if I could have had real friends, I wouldn't have studied. I wouldn't have learned about the bacteria that poops gold. I wouldn't have learned about what they used gold for back in the day. I wouldn't have known any of these things. I wouldn't have known, I wouldn't have known a lot of stuff. To learn all that stuff, I had to be alone. To get through what I've gotten through, I have amnesia, and my husband, who we have to get married on this planet, but we're already married. It's a twin flame soulmate thing. Learn about it. Because if you're a part of the ascension, you're going to have your soulmate or your twin flame. Because how can you have a happily ever after without true love? But here's the thing. You got to go through some stuff. And I had to go through probably way more than you got to go through. But then I look at things different, so it could balance out to be what and what. Could balance out. But I had to go through tears. I had to go through screaming. I had to go through throwing stuff around. Baby, that's the floor. It's never going to get no bigger than that. That's the floor, honey. Gizmo, it's not going to do nothing. Okay, just work on it. Look, I'm not going to force him to stop digging on the floor. If he thinks it's going to buckle up like a blanket, just what? I tell him every time he does it. It's still going to stay right there. But, he does it until he gets it. You understand? That's kind of like your soul. You just keep living lives until you get it. Yay. Will you go get some water, please? Ooh, my dog is crying. Hold on. So, yeah. Everything I'm telling you pretty much is in the Bible. I'm not a religious person. Catholics killed people. Muslims. Allah is not God. Allah says kill the heathens. The only one that promotes death in the Bible that I know of, besides man, is Satan. So, But I feel sorry for them because they're trapped in a cult. If they try to get away, they'll kill them. I don't know where they think that's godly. But it's obvious don't nobody pay them to think. But I'm going to help them. I ain't got no choice. Just because you make a gigantic, humongous, stupid mistake does not mean that you do not deserve love, does not mean that you're not worthy, does not mean that you can't change, does not mean that you can't do better, does not mean that you cannot ascend, but you know, it doesn't mean that. But when you hear the truth, you shouldn't fight it either. You shouldn't fight the truth. But you can. You got free will. Just be careful who you go up against. I love children. I don't like disrespectful children. I don't like parents that don't keep a hold of their children. I love them all. But a baby running around creating chaos, drama, helter-skelter, and all that kind of stuff, mayhem and all that kind of stuff. My main question is, where are the parents? Generally, the parents don't know either. You only do what you're taught. You only do what you know. Only the most exceptional if I can try to reach outside the box. Every last one of you are special. There's nobody like you on this planet. You may have a twin or a soulmate. And a soulmate is generally somebody that you met when you was created before you got your first meat suit. Probably not when you first met. But some kind of way, when you lose a meat suit and you go back to class, as you evolve, you meet your other soulmates, your other classmates that are souls that were created around the same time. And you can become simpatico in soul class and then design lives to correlate to run into each other. But like I've always told you, birth is a very traumatic thing for a soul because there are so many sensations. You forget a lot of stuff when you come through. But certain things are etched into you. Like, I know a lady who always had a thing for a certain look. Now, it was not her ordinary, but she always had a thing for this certain look. She'd never seen it, but she'd always had this thing for this certain look. And lo and behold, she met somebody, they clicked, and he had every single one of the things that she was most attracted to. But it's a struggle because she's been hurt, he's been hurt. They got situations going on. I had situations. My man has situations. It's not easy trying to have love in a world where love is considered a joke. It bothers me that love is considered a joke, but for right now, there's not much I can do about it. But give me time. Give me time. Anywho, nobody can take your place. And I know that life is not a bowl of, what do I want a bowl of? Ooh, eggnog ice cream. Life is not a bowl of eggnog ice cream. Okay? There's ice cream in there. A little bit of sand. a rat turd or two. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be all peachy keen. Hell, if it was peachy keen like that, you'd get bored. Hell, you're bored now. Ain't nothing. You're supposed to be like looking at life like a test, looking at life like a puzzle, looking at life like a challenge, looking at life for what it is. Good, bad, ugly. But what part do I play it in? Am I good, bad, or ugly? I'm good. In case you didn't know. But, I was told that I am intimidating, and I don't mean to be. I'm intelligent. And for someone that is not as intelligent, it can't be intimidating. But I'm not intimidating on purpose. I can be. Don't get that twisted. I'd be downright vicious. I don't want to be. But I'm kind of like, I go with the flow. That sounded gross. I go with the flow. If you want me to be nice, I'm nice. If you want to challenge me, challenge me. But if you challenge me too much, we're going to have a problem. Easy. So, it's hard to see yourself favorably. It was hard for me to see myself favorably. But I started to see myself, because when people would say things to me, I would think that they weren't telling the truth. And that was an issue that I had. And I've gotten to the point now when people tell me things, whether I believe it or not, I thank them. It's the only thing that I know to do. See, you can see this side of me right now. But when I get out there, you'll probably still see the same side. I don't know how to change. I don't know. Shit, somebody call somebody 911. Strap her down. Strap her down. She's finna take off. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm not going to tell y'all that. I'll just let y'all watch. I'm not going to tell y'all. I have surprises for everybody. I have surprises. Good surprises. Smiles that make you go, wow. I got surprises. Now, if I had a busy social life, I wouldn't have time to think about you like that. So, love sacrifices. I sacrifice. It's not a big deal. Not really. Not when I want to walk around and everybody be nice. Not when I walk around and all the children are happy and playing and nobody's depressed and nobody's sad. And you'll have challenges, but you'll know there's a beginning, a middle, and an end. You'll know how to win. You won't be stressed. You won't take it out on people. You won't be rude. You'll have manners. You'll love yourself. You'll love other people. You'll love the planet. You'll love the animals. You'll love everything. And you will be okay. But it's not easy loving yourself, especially around people that you care about or have been in your life for so long and they haven't shown you any love. I know. I couldn't know that if I hadn't lived it. But from my mommy on down, I didn't have love. The only person that loved me was my father. And sometimes I think my husband. But he's quiet. He doesn't. He's not like me. He talks. Not like me. Not like me. It's all right.